Warfield. The Unexpected, that's her second album, was released back in February. And Vic, I am super stoked that we have the opportunity to talk to her. And, you know, I'm going to take Friday night off. I'm going to head out to the Limelight Eventplex, and I'm going to catch Miss Liv Warfield as her and the NPG Hornz. That's right, the new power generation Hornz. Throw it down out at the Eventplex. The doors open at 6 and the show starts at 7, Vic.
That's definitely the place to be, Perm. And everybody that knows me knows I love music. Pretty much, you know, every genre there is, I find something good in it. And so I listen to a lot of music on a daily basis. I search for new music. And this is by far the best arrangement, but the best music I've heard on a whole album from start to finish in a long, long time. And it's definitely, you know, one you need to get out there and grab. You know, it's your local record stores, you know, Walmart, wherever you can get it at, you need to get it because you will definitely be able to relate to the songs. You can feel the music, and I can't wait for, you know, to be in Peoria performing.
Well, Vic, without further delay, let's welcome to the show Miss Liv Warfield. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Man, I am super awesome. I'm so excited to talk to you tonight.
Oh, me too. You know, I'm ready to come home. I'm ready to be back in Peoria. I'm telling you, I'm excited. So this is a pleasure.
Awesome. Well, Liv, I want to introduce you to my road dog. He's always with me every Sunday night, Mr. Vic Nasty.
Hello. How are you?
Good, Liv. How's the night treating you, Mama?
It's good. It's really good. I just, you know, I'm anxious. I'm here in New York right now, but I'm ready to get home. There you
go.
Liv, I mean, you've been home before, but this is the first time that you've actually come home to perform. And man, I know that the butterflies got to be flying a little bit, you know, being in front of all your homies and your family. And but from what I saw on Arsenio, girl, I'm taking the night off to come see your show. You've made a fan out of me, and I'm proud that a P-Town girl is doing well.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's going to be really exciting and just, you know, so many emotions. Like, I'm nervous, but I'm excited because, you know, I have never been home and I've never played at home, sang in front of my, you know, my friends, family. So the beautiful part about it is I get to bring the new Power Generation Horns with me, Prince's horn section. So I'm beyond excited. Like, there's so much going on this week that I'm really looking forward to. So I really hope everybody will really get out and get a chance to see this show because this is going to be quite incredible.
Well, when I first, you know, came aware of the show, I saw the poster on my Facebook feed, and you know, I researched Liv Warfield, and then I found some on a search that said Peoria native. I'm like, who is this lady, and how come I've never heard of her? And I did some digging. I'm like, you know, she's been singing with Prince for 5 years, and I'm like, what? And when I talked to Vic about it, and I was telling him, you know, he sent me a link to the Arsenio show, and I was just like, dude, that is just wow. And so I guess what I want to do, I mean, I've watched some other interviews, and your talent and your desire to be a star, I know, was kind of kept hidden, and you went off to college on a track scholarship. And, you know, that had to have been, you know, going from school and something that, you know, was a solid and that you knew where you were going with, to take this leap, especially, you know, keeping it a secret for, you know, as you did, that had to have been scary as hell.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I just, you know, everybody in Peoria pretty much knows me as either the girl who was doing flips, gymnastics, or running track, those two. And so when I left and I moved to Portland, Oregon, it was like, I don't know, I wanted to start doing things my way. You know, I knew I could sing when I was about 7 years old, but I couldn't sing in front of anybody. I didn't want anybody knowing that, but, you know, it was a process. You know, I started, you know, in karaoke, and then karaoke went from me going on the university, putting flyers up around the university, like looking for a guitar player, singing with hip-hop bands, and, like, it has been such a really cool process, but I've learned a lot, and I just kind of want to, I don't know, I guess bring what I've learned back home, you know, because I believe if you want something bad enough, if you really go out and you want it, you can get it. I mean, it's so cliche, but it's the honest to God truth. Like, this is what I really wanted deep down inside. and it, I've been singing for about 10 years. So.
Well, Liv, to hear you say that, that echoes. I was talking to a gentleman earlier today who's from Central Illinois and has been in the music business for like 50 years, and we were talking about the music industry and the machine. And I know you produce your own stuff. You write your own stuff with the exception of a few tracks that Prince actually wrote.
Right.
How important is it to you, to have that control and not have, necessarily somebody in a suit telling you, what to do and producing it for you?
It's very important to me because, it's kind of like, people have their own fingerprint. It's original. I don't want to have to change. It's like my DNA that's like left on that music. And I don't want to sound like the flavor of the month or the week. I have to stay true to what my sound is and what makes me different. Playing live with live musicians and an 11-piece horn section is for me what makes me feel different. It's been hard at times to convince people that, sometimes they'll say that, these songs can't be played on the radio. Well, I beg to differ, they can. It's just what people have to train their ear and not forget that we have to preserve the music that was before us. It's like, come on now, like James Brown and like Shaka Khan's and Marvin Gaye, like all that music. Roy Ayers, I don't know if people really know about that. But it's, well, see, there you go. It's just, people need to bring their ear back to that a little bit. All the music now is great, but I feel like the live music element is sometimes missed, and it was just really important to me to kind of really take, control of that, and Prince was really, really, really amazing at, pushing me in that direction, just kind of going with what I wanted, and preserving that sound, so.
Well, and what I see today a lot in music and a lot of, in top 40 music anyway, in R&B, is cookie cutters is what I call them. And when I they all kind of fit this perfect little form in this little mold. And when I sought out your music and I heard it for the first time, it was not at all what I was expecting.
Oh, wow.
I heard this screaming guitars and horns and this lady that can just blow like the wind.
That's cool.
Instantly, a fan in me, But that's what you were saying about the live aspect, and I have seen in a few other interviews that you wanted to bring that live feel to the album. And you've done that, ma'am, quite well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So besides this event and the show on May 9th at the Limelight, on May 10th, you're also, I got to get over here, my notes moving around, you're down at the Pier Marquette.
Yes.
It's called R&B Soul sensation Liv Warfield. She comes May 10th. It's the Living to Serve Foundation Incorporated and Team Rhonda.
Yes.
What is that? What's the foundation all about?
Well, the proceeds are going to be going to the George Washington Carver Center, and if anybody who's a Peoria native, which I know my parents have gone to the Carver Center, it is an amazing, and I think the building needs to be saved. It's a community building. My parents were raised in. I was down there at the Carver Center. We just need to bring those places back into the community, which is really big for me. I haven't been back in Peoria in a while, but preserving a place like that is important for I know where the kids can go, just so they have some place to go. And hopefully they'll put music education programs in there because I will be one in there raising my hand for that. But the proceeds are to keep Carver Center open and to keep it going and to just keep the structure of the building open. We need that. We definitely need that in Peoria. Places for people to go. We need that more than anything. So the proceeds will go there. I'm going to be talking a little bit and just really to honor Rhonda Guyton as well because she's done a wonderful, amazing job. So I really hope people go out to that event. It's very important to the city, very, very important to the community, and I really hope people will be down to really support that. If anything, I know the live music and stuff is wonderful. You can come see me on the 9th, but the 10th is really, really what it's all about definitely preserving our community in the Carver Center as well.
Well, Vic Nasty, I wanted to throw it over to you, homeboy. I know you got a couple questions.
Oh, yeah. Miss Liv, I've listened, to your newest album, The Unexpected, backwards and forwards and backwards. And like I was saying, the production, the production is out of this world. You know, the way it was put together, and the arrangement, it's like nothing I've heard in, you know, a long time. There's nothing sloppy about it. Every aspect of it, whether it be, you know, the rock guitar, you know, the more bluesy guitar, you know, the horns, like the Earth, Wind and Fire. Or, you know, War, what have you. But, you know, being a singer and a songwriter, does one make you better at the other?
Does what? I'm sorry, say it again.
Being a singer and a songwriter, does one make you better at the other?
That's a good question. I think they just kind of go hand in hand in that way. Like, you know, how I hear the arrangements, and I have to thank, you know, my musicians and the players that I play with, like Tyrone Hendricks, my drummer, and Ryan Waters. And, I mean, a lot of them, you know, we kind of all come up with a lot of the concepts, and I go off of their vibe. So usually I come up with something, and I'm usually singing a riff to Ryan, my guitar player, and then it just kind of passes on like a domino effect. And we come back in, and then we just kind of, you know, actually, The Unexpected, the album, there's a lot of songs on that album. Those songs, some of those songs are probably like 6 or 7 years old. They were good, but when I got to be around Prince and learn how he writes and arranges stuff, and he's really kind of, you know, opened my mind up to like, oh, okay, now the song is actually ready to be complete now because I can take this part out. You know, I've really learned to listen to the music. I mean, as you can hear on the album, I mean, it's full of a lot of instrumentation. So to have all of that fit in one, especially the, you know, rock and guitar, and to kind of have it have that rock sound and the R&B it wasn't hard. It was just that I really had to listen to the music. I really had to make sure there was space for that guitar riff, and there's space for, you know, the 10 horns. You know, I wanted it to sound really big. So it got easier as time has gone by, the writing and arranging. It got easier. Definitely didn't come fast, but got easier.
But when I hear songs like, you know, Comebacks, which is kind of like, you know, the Nina Simone, where, you know, you mentioned Nina Simone and Tina Turner and Mary J. You know, I hear, you know, Comeback, you know, the Nina, or I hear the Don't Say Much, which is kind of, you know, Mary J. Blige. And then you blow my mind with a song like Freedom, and the opening, you know, the cadence of the military drums and everything. You know, do you find it hard to switch back and forth between the different kinds of music?
No, not at all. No. It's just the album, I wanted it to feel like a storybook, basically. Like, it's kind of like, I want you to listen to the album from the beginning to the end. You don't have to skip anything because it should take you through a journey. So how you're listening to the album is how it will be performed live, like, and even better live. So it's easier for me. It's just kind of the energy. I mean, the energy that band brings on stage is incredible. Like, it's amazing to watch on TV. I've seen it on TV. But live is a total different experience. It's crazy. It's very exciting, and just it's overwhelming for me at times because their energy is so powerful in that way. So it's a lot of fun to go from that rock to that soul to that freedom, where the lyrics kind of get you and they grab you and kind of makes people pay attention. But then you have the Why Do You Lie rock part. I mean, it's so much fun to perform, so much.
Well, it's good where you can, you know, pick out the different types of music like that. And I also hear a little bit elements every now and then, or it just might be me, of, you know, your voice, which is powerful. You know, it's awesome. It's kind of riding the beat and the melody like a hip hop performer.
Oh wow, really? Wow. Okay. Maybe that's a lot of what I kind of grew up with too in the music scene. When I sang in Portland all those years. I mean, I started in a hip-hop group singing live with them. That was kind of like my first ever gig performing. So maybe some of those elements have come through, you know, on the album. It's interesting.
Definitely. It is definitely a beautiful thing to see, and I'm glad Central Illinois is representing out there in the big world.
I am too. I'm very, very happy. I'm just glad that everybody's coming. It's a beautiful weekend. It's also going to be Mother's Day weekend, so if everybody's got their mom chilling at home, come bring her to the show. She will have a good time. Just bring comfortable shoes. Right now. It's going to be one of those nights. And please, you know, again, you know, the next day, you know, please come support for the Carver Center. It's very, very important. So you can reach out to Rhonda Guyton, and is it okay if I put her number?
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay, it's 309-472-4838, and it's going to be a dinner. It's going to be beautiful, and I'll be there, and also speaking as well. So I'm just really looking forward to the event.
Well, yeah, Liv, that event, again, it's down at the Pier Marquette. It's Saturday, May 10th from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. It includes dinner, remarks from Ms. Warfield, of course, and also some live music. Tickets are $55. And, again, for tickets or more info, the number that Liv just gave, it's 309-472-4838, or you can call 309-340-0054 is another number they have here. And, again, Friday night, which is where I will be. I'm taking the night off of work. Oh, man, I never take a Friday off because I drive a taxi, and, that's our busy night, big money night. But to hell with it, man. I'm going to give me some VIP seating if it ain't sold out yet, and I'm going to try and get as close to the front as I can.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be, people don't want to miss this one. I'm so serious about that. People say that, but this is going to be pretty amazing, so... I'm gonna.
Well, Liv, I wanted to ask, your time here in Peoria before you left and went to Portland, most of the interviews that I've watched of you and with you, start in Portland. And I kind of wanted to know about Liv Warfield in her Peoria days. When you ran around here, where'd you hang out? Where'd you kick it at?
Oh, Lord, where did I kick it? Let's see. There's a couple places. It's downtown, and I know the place has probably changed, but it's across the street from Hoops. What is that place called now? It's a club.
Now it's a new.
It's like so
you'll
many
see
names.
You'll see it Saturday. It's a new hotel. They tore that half the block down.
See, okay. I've told you how long it's been since I've been home.
Yeah.
Or
was it Gilligan's Millennium? They have big owls over there.
See, the place next door to. to Big Al's, next door to that. I don't know what that was called, but I used to go there. I miss hanging out with my people, my cousins and stuff, down on the end. There's not too many places, but I do know I love my Avanti's. And I do love my Monocle's Pizza. So those are one of those things. Shout out to Avanti's. They can possibly give me some bread.
Do you like the French dressing, Liv? Is that what you like, the dressing?
What's that?
Do you like the French dressing, the red dressing they have?
Yes, that is the business, too. Yes, I will go there and get more tortellini and all of that. So, yes, I'm really looking forward to getting home and just sightseeing, honestly, with my parents and my family and seeing everybody again. Like I said, I haven't been home in a while, so I know a lot's changed, but I'm just really happy to be home because that's my roots, and I bring that along with me everywhere. Even if I've been in Portland for a while, Peoria is still very much all in me. So I can't wait to come home.
Well, Liv, and that's great to see because, there's a lot of people that have left Peoria and gone on to do, great things, whether it be, Major League Baseball players, other musicians. And rarely do you see them come back to Peoria and do anything for the community. And that's, I think, what I appreciate the most, besides your time this evening, is just the fact that you're actually coming back to P-Town and, doing, making us proud, man, and giving back to the community.
Thank you. I believe so much in that city, and there's a lot of love in Peoria, and I'm excited. I really am excited to be back. I mean, come on, it's Richard Pryor's town, too. So,
amen.
So I'm just happy to be back home and just, I'm concerned about our future and the kids and stuff like that, and I want them to see, even if, the kids they see those instruments and they, it's not, back to the music aspect, but if they see those instruments on TV and even if they're playing in school, it's not really a light that's really seen out. And, it actually made me really happy to see that some kids will hit us up and be like, oh, my gosh, I didn't know that the horns could dance like that. And then they get excited about something. They don't have to put that instrument down. They can keep playing it. We can make it just as cool. So I'm just really looking forward to that aspect of it. So.
Well, Liv, I just want to say thanks again for taking the time tonight. I don't want to take too much more of your time. I know New York is a busy, busy place, and like you said, you got a lot on your plate this week.
Yes. But it's all good.
Well, Hey, well, listen, for myself and Vic Nasty and everybody listening back home here in Peoria, we again want to say thank you, and we are so looking forward to seeing you Friday and Saturday. You have safe travels, and we'll talk to you then.
All right, see you soon. Thank you. I will. Take care.
All right, later, Liv. Bye-bye.
Bye.
To a higher place.